This is a HeadGum podcast.
Friends, are you weird? Do you need help? Then you've come to the right place. It's Weird Here to Help!
Okay.
If Jake's willing to fucking take off his judgment hat, we can really move something now.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends and relatives, neighbors, welcome back to your weird pocket of the internet with little Stevie Berg. I'm Eric Edelstein, and Weird Here to Help.
We certainly are, Eric.
Now, Steve.
Yes.
For the people that listened to our last episode, you have decided, I want to make it very clear, I'm not a part of this. I am not doing anything with it. You have decided to piss off a fairy ring, fairies, the fae, and start a hoax, which is exploding online. And there were definitely some Irish people in the comments. I'm very much part Irish. Saying what I suspect is you should not mess with fairies. You should not mess with a fairy ring. And I want to let the fairies in Illinois know any and all issues you have. Please take it up with my co-host. This guy right here is Steve Berg.
Yeah, see Steve Berg. You can get my email, through a reliable source. Please come at me. I mean, look, I'm not poking the fairy bear per se, but I'm trying to start a conversation, Eric.
Okay.
It's not. This is not an aggressive thing. The hoax is a socio-cultural experiment,
which people are loving. There's some real buzz to this, buddy.
It's fun. Like, look, I mean, I think I have a feeling that Yale and some of the Ivy Leagues will come a knocking and help give us funding to study this, because this needs to be documented. We're already getting some really good results, and I think things are cooking, things are moving, and we are watching folklore unravel in real time. You know how rare that is, Eric?
It's rare, and we got some glorious Weird Here to Help listeners taking it to Nextdoor, taking it to Citizen, and this is what Berg really wants. Again, I'm not involved in this.
No, Eric.
I want the fairies and the fairy ring on my side. I need all the help I can get. But this is going viral, Steve, and it's all your genius idea, and I think it's very exciting.
Well, look, I'll take the heat on this one, man. Yeah, don't say, if you're listening, do not come after my boy Eric, because this is all I instigated this. This is my hoax. Come at me. You are welcome in my yard, in my house. Let's get weird together. Let's get weird together.
And I think we're going to be respectful to them while hoaxing people. We're not messing with the fae as much as we are messing with people in that town, which probably they need some adventure. They need some fun. And we're here to provide that gloriously.
Absolutely. We're adding a little mystery into people's lives. We're enchanting their world, per se. And I think they'll thank us later.
So, Steve.
Eric.
As you well know, I'm a giant fan of attending live performances. We've got a huge week next week. 3, possibly 4 Bob Dylan shows. Got tickets yesterday to Sierra Farrell.
Where?
Well, Bob ain't playing in L.A., so you have to drive to see the Oracle.
You're not.
No,
you're not,
because we'll go to Santa Barbara. We will go to Yamava. We'll go to Palm Springs. We'll go to San Diego. And only Bob Dylan, whatever deal he made with whatever entity, can you get a front row ticket in San Diego for $150? We love Bob. We love Bob. He's excited. Apparently, he's not hiding behind a piano. He has a keyboard, but the trade he's made is he's wearing a warm winter coat with a hood, even in sunny places. But we don't care. Bob can do whatever he wants. I got tickets yesterday to Sierra Farrell, Kurt Vile, and guess who's opening for Kurt? I didn't even tell you about this yet, but I have a ticket with your name on it.
Zoamba?
Ryan.
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 Ryan. I now can't remember. In the Ryan. God, what the hell? Give me the name.
I know. Ryan.
Ryan. You know, like, Ryan, the guy, the country guy that I love.
We love him. We love him.
I can't remember his name.
Eric. No, and I even talked about him in Fish on Film. I think it was the best album of last year for me. That and Broncho. Yeah, it was so. Ryan, it's going to drive me crazy, buddy.
Yeah, this is amazing. The guy we love, Ryan.
We love him. We can't remember his name.
If his name, he should just go by Ryan, like Cher or Madonna.
No, because he's that good.
I'm going to go see
He's the
Ryan
closest
live.
thing we have to David Berman.
I agree. He is one of the most clever lyric writers I've heard in eons and eons. Eric, speaking of live shows.
That's why I wanted to bring it up.
Can I mention a very important live show that's going to be happening in the great state of Nebraska, more specifically Omaha, Emoha?
Steve, it's kind of the most important live show going right now. I'd say it's Farm Aid and then you guys.
Yeah, well,
Truly.
stop it.
No, I'm not kidding. There is a magic to seeing Steve Berg and Gareth Reynolds live, and people are going to have a very rare chance. Steve, will you please tell them about the show?
Oh, I'd love to, Eric. Thanks for the opportunity. So, folks, in Omaha, Nebraska, the right smack dab in the middle of the lower 48, home of Marlon Brando, Johnny Carson, Fred Astaire, Malcolm X, Nick Nolte, the list goes on and on. We have Gareth Reynolds doing an hour of red hot comedy, June 27th, Omaha, Nebraska, 7 o'clock at the Scottish Rite Auditorium. Eric, it's at a Freemason Lodge.
I mean, my God,
Auditorium.
Steve. But who's opening? Who's emceeing, Steve?
I am. Yours truly. I'll be doing some bits and stories, whatever form of comedy I do. I don't think it's really stand-up. I'm not a really what's the deal guy, but, I'll be doing bits and making some guffaws, I hope.
Oh, you always do. And you're spontaneous and in the moment. And if people have issues, if they need help, We're here to help listeners. Just throw them. Just yell them at Steve when he walks on stage.
Yeah,
the whole thing will stop and will help you. Okay?
Yeah, that's a form of heckling that I accept. But don't be mean, because I'm very sensitive.
No one will be mean to you, Steve. You're just beloved. This is everybody. Steve, how can they get tickets?
Well, you can get tickets at, I don't know.
I looked it up. It's at the Scottish Rites Auditorium.
Thank you.
There's also a real nice balcony up there. I looked.
Yeah. Oh,
you can get a nice little aisle seat up there, but tickets are going quick. So I would grab them because Gareth and Steve are a magical combo. And this is going to be an amazing show.
Well, it's going to be really fun, and it'll be super fun, like down the road, hopefully, fingers crossed, to do a live show for, the whole, this whole thing, the whole We're Here to Help world.
Oh, let's go.
I want this one to go well so we can end up doing a live show here. Because wouldn't that be a fun way to start and everyone to visit Omaha, for everyone to come into Omaha and do a live show?
I'm so in. Or we could maybe talk to Arlene Van Dyke is now following me on Instagram. We could perhaps do a very special show in the backyard at Vandy Camp.
Oh my God, I would do
Fingers
that.
crossed, we tread lightly. I will not allow a Q&A. Also, I emceed another Q&A recently. I allowed no questions from the crowd because of Vandy Camp. So true change in this world came from Vandy Camp. But true change in the world is going to come right now, friends, because we have a red hot, brand new episode of Weird Here to Help. Steve, this was a great one.
This is a really fun one. I'm excited for people to listen to it. I hope we solve some problems. There is some interesting calls, challenging as always, but man, I think this is a really fun one, Eric. I'm excited for people to hear it.
Wendy is bringing the high heat and the thunder with these calls. We've never been on a better run. We're super grateful. So friends, thanks for hanging out and enjoy Weird Here to Help.
June 27th, Gareth Reynolds, Omaha, Nebraska. Well, my friend, welcome to an episode of Weird Here to Help with my friend Eric Alstein and me, little Stevie Berg. How are you? Can you tell us your name and where you are calling from?
Hi. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is crazy. My name is Cecilia and I'm calling from Maine.
Ooh, lobster rolls. Hello.
Oh yeah.
Pull off the road, grab a reasonably priced lobster roll you cannot find anywhere else. Boy, I've been to Maine, a unique place, gorgeous. The landscape, I could write poetry about it.
It's truly great. I've been to Kennebunkport, loved it. It was a lot of fun.
Home of didn't that old George Bush Sr. have a place in Kennebunkport?
George Bush Sr.
Yeah, I just remember Dana Carvey always saying, Kennebunkport.
Kennebunkport, got the lobster, went out on the boat, shucked oysters.
God,
did some CIA COINTELMK Ultra experiments, but I'm back here now.
We got
it's funny you mentioned
Kennebunkport.
I work in York, so I am in Kennebunkport all the time.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I loved it there. It was truly beautiful.
I gotta go. I'm probably gonna go tomorrow. Cecilia, we like to start these little calls off with a little Q&A with you. Now, I have 3 questions for you. What is your favorite film/premium television show, favorite record, aka album, and favorite book?
All right, so I have been waiting for these questions. So,
Wow.
I am a very eclectic music taste person. I listen to everything, and I know people sometimes hate it when you say that, but I quite literally listen to everything. Um,
You listen to gospel?
oh,
Gotcha.
I guess not.
Gotcha.
Got me.
Oh, listen to Elvis sing gospel. Listen to the staple singers. There's some great stuff out there, Steve.
Do you listen
I
to
can
Norwegian
say
black
there
metal?
is good gospel. I grew up pretty Catholic, so I guess I've had my taste of it.
Me
God
too.
save
Well,
the
that's
queen.
the thing, though. Growing up Catholic for me was when I heard gospel, like, oh, there's good religious music. No disrespect to Dona Nobis Pacem, but the music we got at Catholic school, Mass, then when I heard like actual gospel, and I've been lucky enough to go to some black churches, I was like, oh wow, this is better than I got at Catholic Mass. So I know where you're coming from, friend.
Gonna make you move. Okay, with this eclectic taste.
Okay.
I'm excited to hear what record you're gonna choose.
Oh gosh, I think so. I grew up listening to like divorced dad music. My dad loves like Godsmack and that kind of stuff. So, but I would have to say Sublime is one of my favorites.
Okay.
What I've got, Santeria, I think those are classics.
Sure, 40 Years to
So I'd
Freedom.
have
That's
to
a fun album.
Yes, absolutely. I used to be a major stoner, so that's probably gotta be my number one.
I've heard about stoners.
Steve
Have
has,
you?
yeah.
Never met one.
Isn't Sublime? They're like the Long Beach Dub All Stars, aren't they? Playing now with Bradley Noel's son.
Yeah,
and I think they sell out big places, and they're supposed to be really good.
They played like Red Rocks.
Yeah,
or some
it's my
shit
dream
like that.
to see them live.
We'll make it happen. Jake, we'll have
done.
a check written for Jake Johnson for 2 VIP tickets. Meet and greet
Hell yeah.
afterwards. The works.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's
Sublime,
what you got.
but you didn't actually say an album. No, I'm not trying to be a stickler to the rules. Do you want to do 40 Years to Freedom or the third one, the popular one with like Santeria and shit like that?
Probably the popular one with Santeria.
Okay,
just because I
good choice.
grew up on it.
Yeah.
Loved
good
that in
choice.
high
Okay.
school. It was so good.
Oh, so good. Favorite book? It's Murder Your Employer.
Ooh, we like that
Good.
message.
I can't remember the author's name for the life of me, but it was a book that I read in like 2 weeks. I could not put it down. I would like fall asleep, eyes like closing, reading it, fighting to stay awake to read it. It was such a good book.
A real page burner. Okay, and how about
Written by Rupert Holmes, Steve. It is a 2023 mystery novel about a secret, luxurious college where students learn the art of murder, with the graduation requirement being to successfully delete a deserving victim.
Well, for two things about that. I've never met a Rupert I didn't like. And two, if you're going to murder, learn the art of it. Do it in an artful fucking way, man.
And find a good target.
Just don't be
Sounds like this
haphazard.
book's encouraging that. We're in favor. Done.
Yes. Awesome.
Done.
I knew you guys would love it.
And
then
your
favorite
film
movie. I am super goofy. I grew up on SNL, and Talladega Nights is my hands down number one favorite movie.
Love it.
Will Ferrell is my favorite.
Love it. You're a fun gal is what you are, Cecilia.
Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby.
Yes, if you ain't first, you're last.
Yeah,
That's true, though. That's very true.
I'm not even sure if I've ever seen that
Except
movie.
on this podcast.
Well, Cecilia, you sound like an A-OK person in my book, just based off your tastes. Now, here's the real question. How can my cohort, Eric J. Edelstein, and I help you today?
Thank you for that.
Oh, I love it. So it's an interesting one. So growing up, as I prefaced, I did grow up pretty religious, and I have kind of always had spiritual and paranormal events kind of follow me throughout my life.
Hell yeah.
And I used to be really into tarot, and background on that, I had a tarot reading, and I genuinely like freaked out the tarot reader. She's like, I've never seen something like this accurate, and like the energy that's coming from this reading is really, really intense, and I highly suggest that you get yourself a deck. And so that was kind of like a whoa moment for me. Yeah,
I
so
love
I
that.
got tarot.
I love. First off, I just have to comment. Like, I love it. Well, your energy is so severe. there's only one thing you could do, and that's go out and buy a tarot deck. Like, I have to say right off the bat, that advice, if it's that severe, is questionable. But no, please go on.
So, a little backstory. When I was little, my dad would like catch me like talking to somebody in my room and ask me who I was talking to, and I'd be like, "Oh, I'm talking to Jesus," or like I would point at a picture of like Mother Mary on the wall and say I was talking to her. And at that point in my life, I was really young. I don't remember how old I was, but I was like, this was way before any religion was really introduced into my life. So, every time my dad tells me that story, it's, it does set me back a little bit, especially now, because I do have some like religious trauma. I won't go into that, but I don't really practice a religion.
Let's deconstruct that. I'm just kidding. Was it the taste of the host that you didn't like, or?
Yeah, those wafers, man, they're terrible.
I've never tried one. I've always wanted to. They should sell those like in open market. I'd buy them. They look good for dipping. Yeah. Thin, crispy. Sorry,
Steve,
go ahead.
You cannot put the body of Christ in a guacamole or tahini, my brother.
I don't remember reading that in the Old Testament.
Even if you don't believe it, you don't want to mess with that. You don't want to mess with that.
A good dipper is a good dipper, as far as I'm concerned.
I do wonder if LA Catholic churches are doing like a gluten-free one these days.
Totally vegan.
A lot of people can't do gluten.
Locally, this is farm to table host wafer, and
oh yeah. And I remember like there was this thing in college. People would eat that up
quite literally.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, where you have to finish the wine, and there were a couple of priests in Catholic school that really did enjoy finishing that bit of wine.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh yeah,
I bet it's all they got.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, the reason I wrote in was because I had like this really weird dream. My grandfather, who passed away about 5 years ago, like came to me in a dream, and it was unrelated to the dream itself, but he just came up to me, not like aggressive, but like firm, and was like, he said, "Stop thinking about it, just do it." And he kept saying it to me like over and over and over again. And I truly don't know what it means, what it's pertaining to. And that experience in itself has just kind of like made me want to get back into like my spiritual practices and doing my tarot daily like I used to and stuff like that. So I guess my question is, can you help me deconstruct that code or give me advice as to kind of how to get back into the swing of things, get back in touch with the spiritual realm?
Well, the first thing that comes to my mind is that Grandpa said, just do it. And that would say to me, go out and buy a pair of Nikes. Because
Grandpa is not selling you stuff in dreams. Now,
look, I don't know. I mean, like, he's giving one of the most popular slogans of all time. I mean, like, was Grandpa, did he work in Madison Avenue? Just curious.
No. He was a chef. He traveled like up and down the East Coast doing all sorts of stuff.
Okay, so we know Grandpa's cool then. And I personally believe, like you already talking about the stuff as a kid, I believe if you want to get closest to whatever the great beyond is, higher power, talk to a kid. Talk to a young one, because they have not had it taken out of them yet and told that that's crazy.
Yeah.
And, there's a lot of very rational people. Like my dad's an engineer, but some of the stuff he would say as a kid is jarring. And I think my dad has some extrasensory stuff. So I would first off believe you're close to the source, and there's no better way to get that being close to the source scared out of you as someone that's been there than a Catholic upbringing. They're not big on that. A lot of places. I went to the Jesuits, which are a little more left of center, a little more open to that stuff. But I would certainly say for you already know that the veil is thin with you, and you're close. And it sounds like from this tarot reading, you had a good old time and also got some good advice. And Steve, I'm just going to throw this out there. I'm curious your opinion. I absolutely believe our loved ones can visit us in dreams. I have felt visited by dreams. I believe in what David Lynch said of we live inside a dream. And I think that energy is alive, and the easiest, best place for them to visit, and it looks like here, give incredible life advice, was in a dream.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Stephen?
I mean,
I believe her grandfather talked to her, damn it.
I mean, like, I'll be honest. It's not, I mean, like, I think it's however you wish to interpret it.
Sure.
Like I dreams, like I've been visited by Steve Malkmus of Pavement in my dreams, but I don't think, it means anything more than I think about him a lot in his music. If I'm being honest, that's my personal interpretation. But Eric might be right. Maybe like the dream world is kind of like this, like third place where, disincarnate or, dead, the dead, or how we perceive the dead, can commune with people. That is very possible. But I mean, again, it's just a guess, right? So I'm also not like, I love Carl Jung, but I'm not into dream interpretation. I think there's a huge margin for error. And sometimes people interpret dreams and take them a little too seriously, kind of removing them from reality. And I think it can be slightly harmful to one's life if they take their dreams a little too seriously. Like, look,
sure,
Freud was limited. I mean, I don't know how much you've dug into psychoanalysis and dream interpretation, but it's full of holes to me. So I hear you. Maybe it is a way to, it was literally your grandpa's spirit, or maybe it's just you projecting you missing your grandpa, and he is like kind of just like this archetype in your head that is pushing you forward. However, the just do it message is the most interesting part to me. Is there something in your life that you have been kind of in the middle where you're like, I want to do this, but it's scary and I could fail? Like, is there something going on in your life that you want to like evolve in? Is there a place that you're looking to find progression? I
mean, yes, there's probably too many to count, to be completely honest with you. I'm in the process of trying to build a house with my husband. I want to get back into doing my art. I want to, I've pursued stand up a little bit, I've done a lot of things that I want to like grow and continue in, but I find myself kind of making excuses all the time. I think that's something my grandfather would not stand for.
No, right there. Whether Steve and I can get in a pissing match over whether we believe in Jung or Freud, I personally think Freud probably just had an incredibly attractive mom and tried to work backwards from there. Sure. Yeah, that's my guess. Also, Steve, you dreaming about Malcolmus? I would love to try to get Malcolmus on, because he's like, I have no idea why I keep having these dream interactions with this giant guy, and he just wants to talk about pasta. I've never met him, but he's like, I get him there. I'm like, what do you want? What do you seek? And he's like, dude, this lasagna is ridiculous. So I think we whether Steve's right or I'm right, and perhaps I'm a little more spiritual and Steve comes from another way, let's focus on that message. Yeah. And it's not like you're sitting here right now saying, oh, well, I don't know what he could have meant. I don't have anything I want to do. You already know. You want to be focusing. You want to be doing your art, but you're holding back a little bit, and you're holding back on your stand-up. The other thing I will recommend, it's cliche, it's trite, but it helped me an incredible amount. Have you ever done The Artist's Way?
The Artist's
Cecilia?
Way.
The Artist's Way. I think it is made for you, and you will jump in there. It has all this work, like you will do morning pages, and it will be like, stuff will come out, and I'll be like, there's nothing, I don't have anything to get out. Then I'll be in my page 2 on morning pages like, I can't believe my high school PE teacher made me run with a broken foot. That son of a bitch! I was wronged. Now my metatarsal still hurts, and it's from Mr. Binkowski. And I'm like, oh, I guess I did have a wee bit of resentment. And then you will go on artist date, which is, I think, something that Steve already naturally does, but you go by yourself. So when I go to these crazy concerts by myself, or I went this week to watch Shohei Ohtani pitch, I'm like, this is an artist date. I'm watching the greatest artist ever. His easel is a baseball. But get this book, The Artist Date. It's Julia Cameron is her name.
The Artist's Way or The Artist Date?
Sorry, The Artist's Way and The Artist Date is part of it. But it is a roadmap to kind of unlocking and unblocking stuff that's keeping you from really pursuing your art. And I think if you
I love that.
get the artist's way, you're gonna make your grandpa happy, and he'll come to you in dreams in a nice way and share like stroganoff recipes instead of, because you got to sing your song in this life.
Yes, absolutely. I have a family cookbook that he's written, and
No way.
every time I cook, I definitely like feel him there with me, because I learned everything from him and my dad, who learned from him as well. So,
Cecilia, if I may take the conch for a moment, I'm going to say something. One, I would say start making one of Grandpa's recipes once a week.
Wow.
I don't think with getting in touch with spiritualism, I oftentimes think tarot cards, divining rods, and all these things, these kind of like tools of divination I don't think there's anything really to them other than like getting out of your way and like promoting ideas. I don't think you need it. I think going like a much more direct way of like, these were written by my grandpa. I'm going to make these with love and then eat them. But I would also say, and I'm being serious here, I'm big into symbology. He said, just do it. You know what I would do tomorrow? I'm not even joking. I would go out and buy a really fun pair of Nikes. Not like some, like, I'm not joking. I would go out and buy not practical ones. So maybe like vintage retro ones. You're like, ooh, this is a little young for me, but I'm going with it. I don't care if they're bright red and people look at me funny. I'm going to wear these. These are a symbol of me just doing it and pushing forward. I would get these Nikes. And first off, when your feet feel good, when you feel comfortable in the shoes you are, you're unstoppable. I'm a big believer in spending money on good footwear. It starts with the feet, babe.
Same.
It starts with the feet. Yeah. Eric, right? I mean, come on.
I would say New Balance is made in the Great Northeast by American craftsmen, artisans. I personally, for a large man, prefer New Balance to Nike. But I think take the Just Do It message and get a pair of New Balance, maybe. Or get some Nikes.
What?
They're made by some super nice 8 and 9-year-olds in China. Support them and their work and what they're doing with their tiny fingers. Why not? But, I do, if gun to my head, I prefer my shoes made by adults in America that have a free will and a choice.
Not me.
I think her grandpa.
I like children making mine.
I love the idea that her grandpa's like Don Draper coming in a dream like, this is what I want you to buy now.
I swear to God, I mean, like, I would take it literally, and I would look. Here's what we're saying. I think you have to get new shoes tomorrow, and I think they got to be fun shoes that are a reminder of, hey, those little things I've wanted to do in my life. Look down at your shoes, and those shoes were reminders. Like, no, I'm gonna hop to it with a little bounce in my step.
So I think my version of that. So my grandfather was kind of like a Northeast cowboy, and
hell yes,
my junior prom, he wore bolo ties and shit. So I think my version of that, I've been wanting a killer bolo tie forever, and I think that's my version. Is I need to get a bolo tie.
You need to get one. You need to get one yesterday. This is top priority for you tomorrow. And also, like, go ahead and get a bolo tie with your husband. Incorporate a fun lunch in there, and like have him get one too. Wear them the rest of the day. I mean, that is going to bring you towards a spiritual connection with your grandfather more than a deck of tarot cards, more than going to see a psychic or anything like that.
Maybe.
I have an appointment scheduled to see a medium.
Do you really? Sure, I support that. I do. And I also support you getting a bolo tie with a nice old geode on it. Some turquoise, some red coral, some onyx.
Gems. I
love
stones.
You've earned it. And like, all this is great advice. I think if you get that artist way, it's a first glorious step. And for anyone else listening, it really does. I have fears about doing creative stuff. The artist way is a glorious midwife to getting that stuff out of there. And I think you'll be loving it.
Yeah.
I truly do. I truly do. But get that bolo tie too. If you want to get Steve's Nikes, go ahead.
And if you really want to jump, and if none of these work, you can always go take 3.5 grams of dried you-know-what, and like Brother Terrence McKenna would say, go to the forest and scream into the void. You'll get some answers real fast, sister.
Former stoner, wake that up in you. Yeah.
I know. I used to do an annual trip every year, if you know what I mean. So I think I've got to carve out some time this summer to do that.
Well, it's
Yeah,
not going to hurt
there
anything.
are incredible mushrooms you can find. You don't need to be on all fours and get a tick on your nether regions like poor Stevie Berg did.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But I don't know. Are you feeling better about this? Like, I think Steve and I maybe have different perspectives on this. I'm more tied in with some of the hippy-dippy spiritual stuff, but I think you're getting the best of both worlds with us on this. But number one for you, I think your grandfather is visiting you, sending a message. Sue me, Stephen.
Yeah.
And I think the first way for you to just do it, rather than some shoes made by children, get that book, The Artist's Way, and see where you go from there.
Yeah,
Sure,
I like it.
absolutely.
And that's a fine book that's worked for a lot of people I know.
And I also wanted to say, so I'm a blue collar girly, and I was out today, and I got some fresh rhubarb from someone's garden, and I thought you guys would eat that up. I'm gonna make a
I love a
strawberry
rhubarb pie.
pie.
I love a rhubarb pie.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
it's
the plan.
so good.
Yeah, and you know, and I'm very serious. The thing that I like is here. My biggest takeaway is start making your grandfather's recipes.
I love that.
Yeah.
He made it. And that was his art, and art is my spiritualism. That's the mode of transportation for me to commune with the weird world of the weird. And so I think make grandpa's recipes, invite people over and share these recipes and share this cooking.
I do. Starting about 3 years ago, I started hosting a massive Friendsgiving, and every year it grows and grows. And that's one of my ways of kind of connecting with my grandfather, because I love to cook. I mean, last year we had almost 20 people, and I did everything. That's
very impressive.
This Friendsgiving, you're going to have a bunch of recipes from your grandfather. Hold on. I'm also hearing a weird transmission. This is weird.
Well, Eric's getting something.
Something's coming in. Some voice is telling me to watch The Burrows on Netflix streaming now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't know if that's one of your loved ones or one of Steve's, but please watch the television show The Burrows.
I'm getting that too, and it's coming from, hold on, wait. My transmission saying the same thing. It's coming from Charles Manson, a man named Charlie Manson.
Oh, God. Charles Manson saying, watch the finale of Ghosts starring Steve Berg wearing a wardrobe I will never be cool enough to wear. All right. We're going to listen to your grandfather, not Manson.
That's right.
On this day, we're not listening to Manson. We're not listening to Koresh. We're listening to your grandfather. And please do check back in with us, because I think this was a first glorious nudge to you singing your song and pursuing this artistic life and making some incredible recipes. And I'm proud of Steve that we didn't go off on a 25-minute tangent on food. And your grandfather,
I'm trying to get better.
What is he cooking in that kitchen? Was there a little bit of eggplant? And what are you doing with this rhubarb? So we thank you. And as you know, you're our friend now. You're stuck with us. So please keep checking in. And we want to hear how this goes. Artist's Way.
Absolutely.
And also, while Eric's not listening, get yourself a pair of Nikes, some nice retro ones. Ones you don't think you're cool enough to wear, get those.
If you saw the extensive shoe collection I had, you would steer me the complete opposite direction.
Celia, one more pair ain't gonna kill you.
Way too many.
One more pair ain't gonna kill you, because these have different intentions behind them.
My husband will die.
Well,
no, just do it as a metaphor.
Under the avalanche of shoes.
Just do something
Tony
else.
Give me a call. I'll talk him down. I'll talk him down. Whatever his name is. Hey, Dawn, look, she wants some new shoes. She's going to get some new shoes, okay? All right, Cecilia, great. Thanks for calling in, sister. Best of luck, and I can't wait to take some pictures and send some of the recipes you make, would you? So I can.
And the bolo tie.
Yes, absolutely.
We need
so
to
I can add them to my files.
Yes.
All right, Sister Act Part 2. Have a great one.
Thank you, you guys, too.
Hello, caller. Welcome to Weird Here to Help with the great Steve Berg and myself, Eric Edelstein. What is your name or fake name, and where are you calling from, caller?
My name is Erin Erdman, and I'm calling from Champaign-Urbana, Illinois.
Oh, a fellow E. There's magic in those two initials, Erin.
Well, I know, because you addressed me directly in the live chat recently.
Oh, when now you're
about
here.
my black cat.
It's like you've graduated. You've gone from the live chat. People commenting in the live chats, we'll bring you in. You can be a caller. All it takes is a little just jumping off that diving board. So, Erin, you know the drill. We would love to get an even better sense of you beyond the live chat. please give us your favorite music album, your favorite book, and your favorite movie or premium television show.
And I will harshly judge all three.
Okay, well,
You will
I'm
too.
just kidding. I won't.
and that's okay.
I'm
Steve.
kidding.
Yeah,
I
he's
won't.
allowed.
I
We
won't.
allow
I
him.
won't.
So I'm going to go in a different order. I'll start with book.
Love it.
I would say Wind Up Bird Chronicle by Haruki Murakami, an incredible Japanese author.
I love it.
I've always had him recommended to me. This is a sign I need to finally do it. People have told me I would love him.
It's just one of those books you'd want to have with you. But additionally, then for album, I would go with Naturally by J.J. Cale as an album.
I love J.J. Cale so much.
That's awesome.
Oklahoma
Great pick.
Glory.
Great pick. Great pick.
Absolutely.
Oh, that is awesome.
And for TV show, I would go with Law and Order SVU.
Hell yeah.
There you go. Did you
And
see me have a child in a cage, Aaron?
I did see you have a child in a cage, but I would have picked that regardless.
Oh, bless your heart.
Because there's a reason. There's a reason for this. It's because there's so many episodes per season, and there's so many seasons.
Yeah.
That by the time you get through the end of it, you can start it over, and you've forgotten everything. You can just have the experience all over again.
Now, what is SVU? Is that sexual victim unit? What does that mean?
Special victims unit, but basically,
okay.
yeah.
Sorry, I thought it was
No,
about
but it
sex
is
crimes.
that. It is of the, yeah, it is.
Yeah. Okay.
It's special victims unit, so it's like as elderly, children, women, etc.
God, it sounds dark and scary, man. Yeah.
It is. I'll be honest. It's a little dark. I actually prefer the original Law and Order, and I go way back with that with Michael Moriarty, Jerry Orbach. Orbach was not putting baby in a corner. Then Sam
Orbach.
Waterston. No, this is a pro Orbach show.
Orbach, friend of the show. Friend of the show. But I also say SVU is a very kind and nice set, and everyone just seems to love Mariska Hargitay. So I think you picked a very good one there. And maybe sometime come back as a detective, not have a child in a cage. A boy can dream. So Aaron, what is going on today, and how can we help you? We already know we're locked in with Murakami, J.J. Cale. Like we're deeply in the Oklahoma unconscious. You're grooving.
Come on.
You're batting 300 right now.
So we will start with the actual problem, and then we'll go back in time.
Please.
So the problem is that due to magical, mystical, ethereal reasons, my across the street neighbors have decided that they don't like me, and I'm afraid that they hate me. And maybe they're justified in this.
What?
Maybe they are. But we will have to go back in time to kind of evaluate the situation.
Wait, but before we do that, Eric, do you want to do the back in time noise for us?
And
Thank
we're
you.
now
I'm there.
Further back in time to the life of Aaron popping a cork in Champaign, Illinois.
So I adopted a second cat, indoor cat.
Love it.
And the across the street neighbors have an outdoor cat that's very Voldemortian, so to speak.
Okay, darker energy. Okay.
Yeah.
That exists in the cat realm.
So that cat came and started banging on the windows. And have you guys heard of redirected aggression before?
Oh.
No.
Steve?
No, break that down for me really quick. Is it just like
we get to learn
so
today,
basically,
Steve?
It's got beef, but it's taking it out on you, even though you're not the person who is causing the problem?
It's kind of like that, but basically it's like because there's an outdoor cat that the indoor elderly cat cannot access and fight, it attacks the baby kitten.
Oh shit.
And so I got really upset, and I will fully admit to you guys that I was not very judicious and calm in my response. So I just sent a very kind of aggro email to my across the street neighbors saying that, hey guys, I would like for you to keep this cat inside. And so they did. And they gave me very justifiable reasons for why the cat gets outside. And we don't have to go into that. But now we're fast forwarding 2 years from this moment, and a magical black cat appears in our driveway. And I named it Raoul
Okay.
because our eldest cat just sits in the window and just goes Raoul.
Oh, that's cute.
And we just named the cat Raoul.
Mm-hmm.
So she didn't really touch me or anything. But then 6 months later, after feeding her and watering her, she comes to me looking like a full balloon on stilts. And she was fully pregnant.
Oh.
She then disappeared for a period of time
Uh-huh.
and then walked me a month later to the kittens.
Oh
All
my God.
5 were black. And it was the most magical thing I've ever experienced.
Oh, we're looking
look,
at pictures.
Steve,
Oh my
look.
God, I'm dying. These
He
are the
wants
cutest
one.
cats.
He
I
wants
want
one, Aaron.
Oh,
Give him one of those
no,
cats and a
look
tray of
at
lasagna.
those.
He'll be fine.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Can you believe that?
I
Look at those
cannot believe it.
eyes.
They're absolutely gorgeous. Okay. Yes, these cats are wonderful.
You got him now, Aaron.
Anyway.
Steve's in.
So they are wonderful. And so basically we were debating what to do. So we adopted 4 of them out to our dear friends.
Great.
We had to keep one.
Yes.
We had to keep one, but our dear friends have the rest of them, so we can get pictures. We make annual calendars. We have a Steve Berg Raoul's children calendar.
All right. By the way,
Yes!
this is the absolute best scenario for litter kittens. There is potential that you can still have family reunions even. I mean, this is exactly how
Right?
the best scenario ever, that you give them to friends who you trust and love. This is such a wonderful story. Okay, so I hope there's not a dark caveat to this. There is, isn't there?
There is no caveat.
Oh,
the
thank
caveat
God.
is that
He was worried.
no, it's okay. Anyway, so we kept one of them, but we then had Raoul, the mother, captured, spayed, and re-released. They deemed her too feral to be readopted or relocated.
Right.
So they wanted her to be back in our yard. And I can't bring her in because my oldest cat will not accept that reality in the home.
And also, a feral cat is they're not usually equipped to deal with indoor hospitality because they're wild. I take care of an outdoor cat myself, and every once in a while it'll jump at the windows and try to attack my cats through the windows. Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't know better. It's just trying to play, but my little cat, my little yuppie cats are oh God.
Yuppie Cats is a great punk band name.
It really is.
I would watch them.
Yeah.
Especially if they're 80.
You should start that band, Steve.
Eric and I are booking studio time right after
Done
this.
right now. We got an EP coming out by the end of the day.
John Densmore's producing.
Thank you for setting us on this thing. Yeah. John Densmore is playing bongos.
That's right.
Yuppie cats. Anyway, so basically, Raoul, after getting re-released, started following me.
Yeah.
I have no freedom. I can't go on long walks. She just is my familiar at this point. And so she has chosen me as a person.
Right.
So she just follows me everywhere.
Lucky.
The kittens are all fine. Everything is fine. But now the across the street neighbors, who I scolded for letting their cat outside, now they hate me. And honestly, I think they're afraid of me. They literally, because I wear black naturally, not gothic clothing, but just regular black clothing.
It's Fleming. It looks good. Everyone wins in a black outfit.
I get it. I look 15 pounds lighter right now.
I just want to find a way to become, to find peace with them, because I don't think it's just that they're mad at me. Because now I have this outdoor cat that follows me everywhere, and I force them to put their cat inside.
Yes.
But now there's this cat that follows me everywhere, and I look like a witch.
Okay.
Which is cool.
Which is one of the best looks.
Kind of goth. This is why you're one of our listeners, and we're happy to have you. I would say out the gates, Steve, Aaron, This is an incredible invitation for you to muster the greatest apology you've ever given.
That's exactly
And
right.
I feel like in this crazy era now, an apology, a truly great apology, warms people's souls like never before, because there's so much lying and gaslighting and all this other stuff. And when people give an apology, it's like, well, I'm sorry if you were offended, or I'm sorry if you have to acknowledge what you did wrong and then repair.
Right.
And like, otherwise this turns into the Real Housewives of Champaign, Illinois. But like, you know, you can even say like, I realize what I asked you to do. Now I have an outdoor cat. I feel like a giant hypocrite. I don't feel like a great neighbor. I really want to be friends with you. And this is all on me. Even if you don't feel like it's all on you,
Hey,
you're going to go leaps and bounds above with
High
this
road.
apology. And like, maybe, and I think Steve will take over a handwritten apology and perhaps a baked good.
A baked good, a pie, probably
A sealed,
not homemade.
and I hate to say this, Aaron, if they're scared of you, it's going to have to be a sealed baked
It's going to
good
have to be sealed.
from a
Yeah,
well-known place, or like a coffee shop or something like that, so they know like you're not putting tryptophan or potassium chloride or something in the baked good. But like, I
Tryptophan.
think this is,
Oh
if
my
you
God,
just
you're giving me a heart attack that they're that afraid of me.
Well,
That's
well,
so
no,
well,
I'm
well,
sure
well,
they're
well,
not.
well,
It's a comedy
we're just being
podcast. Don't you
careful.
worry now. But
We're
I
being
think the
careful.
thing for you is you just, because you know you're clearly such a cool person, and you don't want to have your neighbors not cool. But I think it's going to take an over the top apology, acknowledging wrongness, and
Yes.
know when there should be. I'm sorry if this apology is only about you, and you can even acknowledge the elephant in the room, like, I can't believe I made you bring your cat inside, and now there's this cat. Could you also say, it's totally cool if you have your cat outside now? I realize you broke it, you bought it, and we're now cats outside people. Would you feel comfortable with that?
I would totally feel comfortable with that.
Oh, you're
also,
awesome.
For the first time today, I saw Voldemort outside today
Okay,
in
yeah.
3 years.
Yeah, and like, I'm sure they're like doing a soft open of Voldemort outside,
Yeah,
and be like,
yeah.
all these outdoor cats are going to need to learn along. Guess what? Metaphor City, population 2, so are the people. Everybody's going to be outside
Exactly.
and learn to get along. And I think, Aaron, I know you can give an A+ 10 out of 10 apology, and I think that's what you start with here. Steven, my brother, what do you think?
Eric, I don't have many notes because that's exactly where my head was. Like, if you feel like you're
Wow.
causing disharmony in your neighborhood for a neighbor, it's like you have to be the one to rectify that. And especially since you recognize that you asked them to bring their cat inside years ago, and now you've seen the light, and that cats should be able to roam free in the neighborhood if they want to. You know, animals first, humans second. We should be. Their needs are much more important, I think.
Preach.
Now,
There's merch.
let's say the apology doesn't work and the neighbors are rude and they're like, F off, man. Like, you know, you blah, blah, blah. Then it's time to fight fire with fire. And that's going to mean you get some of your friends together. You get black robes. You have a giant, boombox. You crank up.
None of
you
this.
get Danzig's Mother and you play it real
My
loud.
friend is mentally ill. Please
You
don't.
play it real loud,
Aaron,
and maybe
no.
you burn a pentagram in the middle of their yard, and
Oh,
like, say,
my
like,
God.
hey man, I tried to apologize to you. I tried to make things right. I brought you a baked good from Little Mary's Pie Shop, and you threw it in my face. Now you're getting the Glenn Danzig treatment, pal, and it's not gonna stop. We'll start with Danzig, then we'll start getting Norwegian black metal, and you'll really be sorry then.
Okay,
Wait,
right
so
now,
Steve,
Aaron, do
Steve,
you
I
feel
have
it?
an idea.
Do you feel this weight? You have on each of your shoulders now an angel and a devil.
Yeah.
I say,
Yes, I
listen to
do.
me, listen to the angel.
Yes.
Because Glenn Danzig also alienated his neighbors in Los Feliz. It's very
He sure
well
did.
known.
Yeah.
So I think we're not going to get to pentagrams and Danzig. I think you're going to give an A+ apology, and we're going to begin repair, and you're going to, I think you're going to have a nice relationship with these folks.
I do too.
And
I think
and
that
it's an A+, but the backup plan,
It's solid, right? Give me that.
isn't it illegal to burn a pentagram in their yard? I mean,
Man,
maybe she
not
could
in
burn
my
it in
America.
hers.
Not in my America, baby.
Well,
no,
Champaign,
so
Illinois, I bet it's very illegal to burn a pentagram, Stephen.
It's probably not. Look, it's not up to code. That's for
but
sure.
should we all be playing a little bit more Glenn, who's now going around crooning Elvis songs? Sure.
Yeah,
I have no beef with that part of it, but I
Glenn
think this
Bucks.
apology is going to work because it's not going to be one of those shitty apologies we get where all the fights on Housewives start. Is not a good apology.
Yeah.
So you're not going to say, I'm sorry if. You're gonna muster an A+ apology, and I think repair is gonna begin, and you're gonna bring an incredible sealed baked good. And you know what? Every so often, leave that house in a fun, multicolored muumuu.
Yeah.
It doesn't always have to be black. Get in touch with. We're all in touch with our cosmic, divine, feminine, masculine, black colors. You know, just because we're in this new era of repair with you, don't go witch every day.
I would also say
as slenderizing as black is, and I'm wearing it right now, and I'll wear it tonight. Black jeans, I mean, I can get away with eating so many more eggs. I feel great, Steve. I feel great.
Yeah,
thank you.
You don't look good, feel good, Eric, and you're feeling it right now.
I'm trying, Aaron. Thank you.
Do I wish the mustache was back? Yes, but we'll talk about that.
I do too. When I'm looking at it now, I miss it a lot. I made a mistake. I'm apologizing to you, Steve, and Aaron. And Wendy,
if you
and
wanted
Amy,
to,
and Jake, and Garrett, the mustache should still be here.
It should. We all know that. Now, if you wanted to have a little bit of fun and start the whole overture of apology, kind of in a fun, misdirect, ride over there on a broom. Put a broom between your legs and jog over to your neighbors and say, "Oh, just kidding. You must think I'm a witch, huh?" Confuse them a little bit and say, "Sorry, this is a bad joke that my friend Steve Bird told me to do, but it might work. It might."
I don't hate this, Steve. I don't hate. You're leaning into it.
Yeah, I think let's have fun. If they perceive you as a witch, let them enjoy that perception and then disarm them because it's a bit. And you all start off with a laugh, "God, wasn't that crazy? I was in a weird place 2 years ago, and I don't think I understood the needs of a true outdoor cat." And boy, have I seen the way I have learned more about the feline and feline culture, and just say
I love that.
It really
this
just
is
say
so good, Steve. What the hell?
Well,
you could sell apology letters to people.
Well, I do.
Hey, Steve, I have a question for you in terms of culinary advice because we have a wonderful Mexican bakery.
Oh God, I love. First off, I love.
Oh, there it is.
This is gonna shock you, but I love a Mexican bakery.
So they make this incredible tres leches,
I know what you're talking about. Oh yeah.
Has
that's 3 milks, Eric. That's 3 fucking milks,
man. Moist inside. I
Eric,
love it.
You can't have it.
I wish I could.
But I wish I could. Describe it to him very slowly.
There is a vegan Mexican bakery that's dairy free.
So maybe a small little cake. It doesn't have to be big. Mm-hmm. I don't want to go too big. Yeah. Medium. Yeah.
Right? No one needs a lot of cake. You just need a little bit of cake.
And bring it over on a broom.
I think if you bring over a small Tres Leches cake riding a broom, you just became my hero, sister. That is if my neighbor who I've had beef with neighbors before, and honestly, I'm a great neighbor, man. I'm a Midwest kid. I'm always so fucking sweet. But I've had neighbors who were just rude, awful people playing Red Hot Chili Peppers really loud. Come on, I don't need to hear Anthony fucking Kiedis through my window at night. Give me a break, man.
God, no, that's
rude.
You could throw hands if someone's blasting Kiedis. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no offense to you Red Hot Chili Peppers fans, but I don't need to hear that. But I do think leaning into whatever their perception of you is, disarming them with that perception, I think is such a fun way to start off this apology.
To be jokey.
Yeah, I think wait on the broom. I know it's funny. I would wait on the broom and I would go over there earnest in a multicolored muumuu and a Tres Leches cake and an incredible handwritten apology note. I know you can take some of what Steve just said because that was perfect. And it's not going to be anything on them. But
Eric,
you did do this.
I have 3 muumuus.
Oh, see?
3 muumuus.
See? My wife and her, she's like, what should I wear to this event? I'm like, a muumuu.
Yeah,
she's got muumuus.
It always works.
She's like Mrs. Furley on Three's Company, and it's a classic, iconic look, especially if I'm dressed in black. It's the cosmic counter.
I feel very grateful for this advice, and I will certainly get back to you guys. But I do have one question for Steve, if that's okay.
Please, shoot away.
Go for it.
Shoot away, sister.
I owned a coffee shop here in town for the last 10 years. I just closed it, but
that's a good run,
a poster just showed up for a Phoebe Bridgers show.
Yeah, I love Phoebe Bridgers.
And when I did the deep dive on it, it said that she was only going to locations that there was extraterrestrial or cryptid history.
What?
That's wonderful.
So
She
I
gets
was
it.
just wondering if you had any insight about the extraterrestrial cryptid history of like Central Illinois.
What?
Yes,
Funny
I do.
you should ask.
Where
Here we
you
go.
should ask.
I'm going to go put a lasagna in the oven. I'll be back in 30 minutes.
So come back in about 2.5 hours. And I'm going to be talking for a little while. But
I didn't know Phoebe was cool like that,
Yeah,
and I'm a fan.
So
I'm on her side against Ryan Adams, by the way.
Well,
but
she started in New Mexico, obviously.
Look. As we all know, in 1973, it was the year of the humanoid, and Central Illinois was having a lot of ufological activity. And we're not just talking about little gray aliens, purple fuzzballs floating off a saucer, little like tiny blue people. It was just a salad bar of diversity, it was such a fun time. 70s UFOs were really the best.
A salad bar of diversity?
It was. Is that not something people say?
No, I think that's merch. I think that's outstanding.
I love salad bars.
So, long story medium, yes, there was some paranormal activity in Illinois. That's why Phoebe's dialed in. And also, Aaron, you should go see Phoebe and perhaps invite your neighbors, because I think you're about to have a couple new friends. I really believe that. As always, we want to hear where this goes next. We'll see you in the live chats. Yeah. But and we would also love to see a copy of the apology letter, if that's cool. Yeah. And you know what I'd also say? Since part of who you are is coffee with that baked good, give them a pound of beans.
Yeah.
Give them a pound of everybody loves that feeling of a pound of beans. Yeah. And we're going to start to have Repair and friends, and all these cats are getting along. All these humans are getting along. And we're really glad you called in today, Aaron. Yeah, we are. And I see Phoebe Bridgers is in Omaha, a.k.a. Emoha, quite a bit, because she's really good friends with Connor Oberst, and he lives in my neighborhood. And, they make great albums together. And I think, he kind of brought Phoebe to the forefront, I believe. He somewhat discovered her. So she's got an Omaha connection. So of course she's okay in my book. And of course she's a UFO cryptid head. This all checks out.
Well, hey, I'm gonna let you guys go. And hey, Eric, you fucking ruled as a bad guy. Steve, you're the best person ever.
Stop it.
You inspired my calendar for the Cats of Raoul.
Thank you.
And I will check back in with you guys after I make peace with my neighbors.
I love it. And on behalf of the Burrows, I want to apologize for the Phoebe Bridgers joke that the great Dennis O'Hare makes in there. Phoebe catches a stray, but it's only because his character's catty like that. Everybody at the Burrows loves Phoebe Bridgers, loves aliens. We love you, Aaron. And let us see the draft of that apology as soon as it's done. But I believe Repair starts today.
And do me one favor, Aaron. Have the best weekend of your life.
Please do.
You too.
Yes.
Weird Here to Help is hosted by Eric Edelstein and Steve Berg. If you'd like to be on the show, please email us your question at weirdheretohelp@gmail.com.
That was a HeadGum podcast.